Hello everybody and welcome, this is Shieldmaiden DK and today we're taking episode number 3 in human fast food. Let's see if we can progress further on, get even more recipes in Nordic flesh, serving some more of that delicious human meat and see what else we're going to do. It is morning, the cats are awake. Hello little soldier, our electric cat, our fireman cat, our meat sucker cat, everyone is ready for the day. We have 10 of each meat, we have 24 donies. Oh yeah, that's right, we unlocked the meat pie last time. Oh god. Okay, let's take a fast quick on the menu. We have the hamburger, we have the french fries fingers, we have spaghetti, we have the egg, we have human boobies, we have the eater soup, we have beer, we have the donut, and we have that fucking meat pie. Let's see, that's again, it's flour, milk, tomato, onion, cooked chicken breast in the blender, in a bowl and in the oven. And some of the next we're gonna get should be the brain, but I'm not sure. So let's hope we can get the brain this time. Upgrade recipes. Let's see. 24, we should get the brain at 24. So until then we are brainless. So that's just how it is. That's how it is. We're gonna live with it. We are brainless for now. So let's open up. Let's serve all the monsters, all the delicious fingers and fries and burgers and that fucking annoying meat pie. Some mouth-watering donies. We have everything with a bit of more. Always, it is a good thing that they didn't put glaze on those mouth donuts, because it is a mouth, and if they put white glaze over it, it would look like jizz, which would not be appealing. But on the other hand, it's for monsters, so they might find it appealing. Now get your mouth-watering donut with a bit of jizz, some sweet man juice. Okay, hello sir, what would you like? An egg? We can do that. Nice and easy. Let's take an eggy eye and clack it on here. Clickety clack, an egg. And you want the mouth. I will give you mouth. Oops, egg first, so it doesn't spoil, because those are shitty fast to crisp. There you go. I will give you mouth now. There you go. Pop it in here, close the door, and turn on. And you want a burger? Nice and easy. We will serve a burger right up your... There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bottle that door. And we're gonna have an eye on the oven, because there's no indicator like a sizzle or anything for when that mouth is ready. That's ready now. Only thing we can see is those white spots over the donut turns into like a yellow sprinkle instead. A beer and fingers. So finger the beer. We're going to finger the beer. Fingers and a beer mug. Beer, finger. There we go. Fingering beer. And the first person up wanting a meat pie is going to be raped by it, because I hate that fucking thing. Fingers. And I can hardly imagine anything going to be harder. Ear soup, we can live with that, as long as just the ear soup. And you, beer. So ear soup and beer. Okay. Come on, goblin invasion. I think we took the goblin invasion. There we go. Fingers and water. Was that everything? Fingers and water? No, a bowl. Fingers, water, and a bowl, and they didn't get any of it with them. So, ears, Sorry, monsters, you had to wait. And then two an onion, an onion, a tomato, and some water. That's the ear soup. There we go. Put that on here. More ear soup and a burger. So there, and a patio. There we go. There we go. Take the ear soup. There we go. And put it up here. The first ear soup is served. There you go. Out for more ears. 1, 2, 3 ears. There we go. And don't forget to turn off the fucking pot, because it will boil it into crisp if you don't. There we go. More ears. Ears for days, legs for weeks. There we go. Open up. Sesame, open up. There we go. Good. We're gonna need a bowl. And we're gonna need for the burger. There we go. That's for the burger. That's the ear soup. Turn this one off. There we go. Ear soup. Take this one. Take your menu. New helper available. Okay. And fingers. And 1 moment. Just gonna serve the last of the burger. There we go. Closing time. Yeah, that goblin invasion took a lot of time. There we go. Ear soup, a mouth, fingers, and a beer. So, fingers, mouth into the oven, fingers, beer. Then we can put over the ear soup in here, there. 1 water, 1 onion, and 1 tomato. There we go. The fingers are crispy. Let's take a look at the donut. That's all done. That's the finger. Then we have this one. Gonna turn this one off. A beer. A brain. 1 moment. A donut. And the ear soup. 1 moment. Then I will have the ear soup for you. Then he wanted a brain, so that's this one and this one. And we want this one for the ear soup. There we go. That's the ear soup. And 2 tomatoes. There we go. Put that in here. Cook it up. This one was the ear soup. There we go. No mustard here. What do you want? Burger. Nice and easy. Well, you can do that. Burger, burger, burger. Manurger. Brain for days. There we go. Run out here. Take a patty. Take one of them. Take the meat. There we go. 1 from each shelf. There we go. Put it all on here. Ding dong. And ding dong. Money, 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 please. There we go. All good. Let's see. What do we need? We need 1 spaghetti meat and 3 patties. So 1 spaghetti and 3 patties. That's the spaghetti meat. The patios. Gonna need 1 more patty. There we go. Plop this out here. So all in all good. So take the patty, put it in the fridge. Good. We had a new helper. We could see what that is all about. Let's see anything else. It doesn't look like we need anything to go into the next day. Helpers. That's just a helper cat. Grabs the bags of food that arrive in the elevator and puts them in the boxes or freezers, but can't touch human meat. Do we really need him? Yeah, let's just. Then we have the complete kitty cat upgraded. Okay, let's take a quick look. Looks all good. Let's head to bed then. So we can start the next day And we can see if we can achieve getting the brain. Because all like brains. The electric cat now operated this one. He actually had an update, so now you can see when the electric cat is doing its work, and it will work towards the achievement as well. Because before, the electric cat, when it fixed the electricity, it didn't work towards the achievement about fixing the electricity 5 times. So that's good. That's progress. Okay, we have this on. We have opened up. We have nappies up for the baggies. So that's all good. Hello, little flower. What can I do for you? A boobaloobalooby. We gonna take a booby. With the nibble. If you find a piercing, you get a free beer. Hello, sir. Come on closer. I'm not eating you. A beer? Boobies and beers. Welcome to Hooters for Monster. Boobaloobaloobies on the grill. Crispy booby, ready to serve. There we go. And the beer to go. There we go. And a brain. A spaghetti. I know that's not a brain because we get the brain sooner or later. Okay. Gonna take an egg. Water this one. Suck cat, where are you? You need to suck that up. Good kitty cat. Actually, a cat that's listening, that's a rare occasion. Mostly cats just do cat things and are annoying. Oh no, you didn't. You fucktard. Okay, we're gonna send the boobalooby to swimming on the grill. There we go. And the brain here. Or a spaghetti. Because we're gonna make one of those fucking meat pies. Okay, we need this one. And we need this one. Gonna need to open up here and put the boobalooby in there, along with I can't fucking remember. We put this, and this in. So we need onion and tomato. Good. And then gonna fucking mix it up. Close this one. Turn it on. And there we go. Booby, beer, and a fucking meat pie more. So 2 boobies on a grill. I fucking hate those meat pies. There we go. 2 boobies on the grill. Go out here because then we can put both meat pies in the oven at the same time. Should be all good with that. There we go. Beer is all done. Good. The boobaloobies is done. The boob. That's for you. What do you want? A brain? Yeah, coming your way in just a few moments. Because we have one fucktard ordering up a meat pie. There we go. And turn this on. There we go. Then we have a spaghetti. In here with 2 tomatoes. There. Gonna take the order for you, sir. Fingers. Yes, one moment. Fingers on the griddle. There we go. And the spaghetti is finished. With the lovely eyeball meatballs. No, did I just... Ugh. I just closed one without anything. There we go. That's for you. Fingers for you. Did I? Okay, good. There we go. And this one goes in here. Okay, on the floor apparently. And then we're gonna close this one up and turn it on. Good. Burger. And an eye. We can do that. Eye. Burger. No. I see you, you see me. Da 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 da, fit lady. There we go. And oops, the eye. Don't forget the eye. The eye will crisp. Are they ready? Yes. Good. The eye will crisp if you don't attend to it like immediately. There we go. Meat pie. Put that up here. Ding dong. Meat pie. Ding dong. That's a meat pie. That's a meat pie. Fuck off. Never come again unless you want something else. There we go. Burger. Closing time. Yeah, we don't manage that many monsters when they're ordering meat pie. That's for sure. Mouth. 2 beers and 2 mouth. Okay, we're gonna give mouth to 2. There we go. Close this one up. Turn it on. Where did it go? Down there. All fine. And 2 beers. So 1 beer. Take that one. There we go. That's the first. I don't know why I should update this one because, to be fair, it's very fast already, the beer one. There we go. They're finished. Mouth watering donuts. There we go. For you and for you. We just gave those 2 a good amount of mouth. Good. Phew, I fucking hate those meat pies. Okay. We're gonna need 2 of that, 1 of that. And after that we're gonna need a human. We're gonna smash up because we're gonna need to make boobaloobaloobies. There we go. Had enough for this. So we need a human. And do we need anything else? We could... No, it looks all good. So we just need a human. A human. There we go. Gonna take the human. Nice, lovely lady friend here. Slap and push the button and look at the wonders while she's getting crushed up. Splat, splat. There we go. Now we can make boobies. All the lovely titties. Who don't love titties? That's 3 boobies. We need 1 more. Apparently that's a 4-boobed female because we could make 4 boobies from her. I'm still not sure how that machine's turned this into that. Because you put in this nasty sausage with bones and out comes this lovely lady breast that looks nothing at all like an implant with a nipple. Okay, all good. Let's head to bed then. Am I gonna sleep with you? Okay, fig off, thank you. Not going to sleep with ghosts. Not today. So, time to open up once again. Open, sesame. Put up paper. And open up. We're open! If you find a nipple piercing on the boobie, you get a free beer. If you find a finger ring in the finger fries, you get a free meal. And if you find a toe, you'll get a beer. Where to go? Come on. We got managers for days. Open, open, open. It's day 37 in this joint. And we got a lovely blue blob fellow coming in. Okay, hello little one. There you go. You want a boobaloobalooby? Okay. There we go. Remember, if you find a nipple piercing, let me know. I got beers then. It's the finest blood beer, only tapped from virgins. It's like virgin olive oil just with humans, you know. It's delicious, and you want an ear soup. Good, dried ear soup coming your way then. 1, 2, 3, buckle your knee. There we go, and we need 1 water, 1 onion and 1 tomatoes. There we go, open up. A brain, you're gonna wait sir, because we only have 1 pot. And right now we are putting something else. There we go. We can take the 2 tomatoes before we deliver this one. Then the brain is already over. There we go. Oh, you're gonna be a dickhead. You don't even have a head. Okay, put a booby over. And then we're gonna need this one and this one. There we go. That's finished. That's for you, sir. That's going in here. Then we need flour or butter and a milk. That's going in here. Then we're gonna grind that up. Sweet. Another meat pie and a burger. And what are you gonna be a dick about? Okay, 2 boobies and 1 of these. Good. And a bowl along with this and this. So that's for that. Good. That's for the burger. Let's see, open up, put that in here, put that in there. And serve a boobalooby up. They're gonna wait for those meat pies, because if they want to be annoying and order the meat pies, I can be annoying and let them wait for it. Because we are taking our sweet time, making 2 at a time if they order 2. Might as well. 1 from each shelf up here. There we go. What about you, Eiling? A boob? No problem at all. Good. And that's emptying itself out. Put that on the lower shelf. Close the door. Plop that open. And you? A beer. Sure. Boobies, beers and meat pies. All the great wonders of the Monster Cafe. Are they ready? There we go. That's the beer. Then we got the 2 meat pies. Good. There you go, there you go. Fingers, sure. And a beer. And boob. Beer, boob, finger, brain, okay? Beer, boob, finger, brain. Good, so let's take care of the brain. Or spaghetti. We're gonna need to learn spaghetti, not brain, because we're gonna get the brain recipe soon. That's the fingerlings. There you go. That's the boobalooba scoober. There you go. That's for you, my dear. That's the beer. That's over here. Spaghetti. Gonna have to call the spaghetti. That's for you, my dear. There you go. What do you want? Fingers, brain, fingers, and a fucking meat pie. So 3 fingers and a boob. 3 fingers on the 2 fingers on the boob. There you go. And the brains. Or spaghetti, sorry. Spaghetti-o, cheerio. We're gonna need more tomatoes. There we go. That's the fingers. There we go. You're going in here. That's the fingers. You and you. And the brain for you. And you're gonna stand there forever while I take my time making your fucking order, you dickhead. There you go. Why on earth do so many want that fucking recipe today? There we go. Bowl. That recipe is shitty annoying. I have to say that. Ugh. Okay, there you go. And then it goes in the oven, and then it has to fry in the oven, and then it's ready to serve. It's like process, unprocess, unprocess, and it's taking forever. Good. Are you happy with yourself? Huh? You're making my hair turn grey? Yeah, you're just standing there with your slubbery, rubbly smile. If a plant can smile, I'm not sure. Here, take it. May you choke on it. There you go. Thank you. Come again. Rich. Have 1,000 coins. Woohoo! Okay. We gonna need a human. And we gonna need tomatoes. And that should be good. So human and tomato. Let's buy 2 tomatoes and a human. And then this little kitty cat are going, wow, it's fast. Look. Didn't I order a human? Where did the human go? Did I only order the tomatoes? Did it steal my human? Is the human down in my bed again like last time? Where I accidentally made a bug and then it turned up down by my bed. Grind her up. Grindy, grindy, baby. Good. Meanwhile, we can take some of all these. Make one of each here. There we go. Much better than before. Now where we don't need to crank all of it ourselves. This one can turn into boobaloobaloobies. Then we're gonna need one of this and another boob. Good. There we go. Boobies. And this one. So 1 more of these and 4 boobies. There. Oops. This one finished. Then we have 1 extra sausage of these. There we go, 3 boobs. And 1 sausage left for the last booby. We might take another human just to have some spares if it's necessary, if someone goes all bonsai. Professional nipple lover achievement cut. 100 boobies. So now we are professional nipple lover. Whatever that means. Husband is sitting behind me with a huge smile on his face. I know he has that. I think he has that achievement in real life. There we go. Throw all of these meaty sausage here. Hello. Thank you. I love my meat sucker cat. Suck my meat cat. There we go. Go to bed. Sleepy snorky pee-hoo. The electrician cat. Now we got that electrician achievement. Even we have prevented it several times before, but because of a minor bug in the game, the electricity cat didn't work towards the achievement. So they fixed that now. It works well. We should be all good, all set. Yeah. Yeah. All goody 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 goody. Put this up. Open this fucker, open this fucker, turn on this sucker, and open all 4 windows. We are ready for another day. Come get your meat here. Nordic flesh. Only the finest quality of human flesh in the whole monster world. We do get 2 more windows. And if all 6 comes in order meat pie, I think I'm gonna rage quit then. It's just like, nope, I'm out. Fire me, do something. I quit. Fingers, I gonna finger you. Just poke the fingers in the middle of the flour. Pokey, pokey, pokey. Hokey pokey. Hello, little green fellow. What could I do for you? A meat pie? You're fucking kidding me. So early in the day. Ugh, I fucking hate you. You were so cute, now you're an ugly fucker. Fingers and a meat pie, okay. Gonna strangulate him in his mother. Even your mother wish you weren't born when you're ordering that shit. You know, it's not quality meat I use in that one. There we go. Hopefully another fucker wants a meat pie, then we can... No, okay. So are we really gonna make a singular meat pie to that idiot? Apparently it looks like it. Let's see what this wants. A mouth. So we gonna put a mouth in with the meat pie. Mouth and meat pie. There we go. At least they have approximately almost same time. So there you go. What do you want? A brain or spaghetti, that is. There we go. And 2 tomatoes to go. Oops, not on the floor. That's wrong. Even the monsters don't mind. Are you finished? No. 2 tomatoes. The mouth do take a little longer than the meat pie, but not much. There we go. Turn this one on. What do you want? A brain as well? You're gonna wait. Mouth and this one. Good. That's the fucking meat pie. That's the mouth. Mouth and meat pie. May you strangulate in that fucking meat pie. There you go. Brain for you, my friend. You were first. An eye and an eye and a pie and a meat pie. No, luckily not a meat pie. There we go. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, close the door. I don't know the lyric. That's an egg. That's an egg. What do you want? Fingers? Ooh, we can now get the brain. We now achieved the brain. We are now professional. We have brains. We now have a brain. Never again do I want anyone to say I don't have a brain, because now we can make brains. Boob. And this one. Turn it on. Cherry on. Fingers. Oh, remember this one before it cooks to shred. There we go. That's this one. Fingers. Fingers. This one. And a boobaloobalooby. Boob. There you go. And I think this one is ready. Yes. There we go. That's a mouth for you. I'm not gonna open the next recipe before next day. First, when we finish today, I'm gonna open up. So, beer, finger, burger, and egg. So, egg, finger, burger, clack, 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 and a beer. There we go. Because the egg is finished almost immediately. There we go. The same goes for the beer. That's the egg. That's the beer. Beer and eggs. Fingers. Closing time. That's the fingies. That's the burger. Imanager. There we go. Serve it up. There we go. There. What do you want? Fingers? Good. And fingers. So double up on fingering before closing time. Sure thing. Finger fries, I gonna finger you. 2 small cute monsters wants my finger. So, sizzle that thistle. Crispy fingers coming your way. Ding. For you and for you. Good. And good. So now we reached the moment where we're gonna make some meat. And when we're finished with this, we are gonna look into getting ourselves some brain. Oh, did I fuck this up? Yes. Okay, good. Everything is normal. There we go. Then we just have an extra patty. That's okay. Could be worse. Good. We need nothing for our inventory at least. Good. So now we're gonna head in here. And we're gonna go look on upgrades and recipe. And we can now make the brains. New task available. New recipe. The crude book. Okay, so let's look into the recipe of the brain. I'm really thinking this is a bad idea. Okay, just in here. Okay. Good. Phew. And we have a new appliance. That's the brain maker. Okay. Can we upgrade the brain maker? Appliances. Beer machine, oven, brain shaper. Yes, we can. And it's not that much. So we will upgrade the brain shaper immediately. And then we're gonna need another human body. So we can make 10 brains. Human body, yaddy yaddy. Pop him in here. Turn that on. While we begin to make some brains. That's a weird machine. I'm getting scared. What is it doing in there? How do it form the brain? That brain actually looks horrifying. That's very vivid looking brain. Very lifelike looking brain, isn't it? But we got our brain. So now no one can say we're brainless. At least not in game. Some might think so in real life. Some might be right, some might be wrong. Brains for this. Another sausage. To the brain maker we go. And another one. And yet another one. And these are just going in the oven, so that's simple and easy. I was thinking we might need to do a shitload of work to make them work. Should we actually grind up another human just to be sure to have enough meat? I don't know. Nah, should be all good. We can always grind up a human tomorrow if needed in service because we have all the automatic machine. So, let's head in today. Number 39. We now have brain. So let's open up this idiotic thing and open up here. We now should get our brains cooked as well. And we do get 2 more ingredients in here. And we do get 1 more over here, whatever that might be. But we now have all the appliances available in the game. So, you want an eggy? Let's crack an eye. There we go. Are you going to the pooper or are you going to order food? I see that people going to the pooper do not come to order food. Are people basically coming to my dungeon restaurant to shit and then just leave? Look, he's not going... I doubt he even washed his fingers. Hello, Blobby. You want the brain? Yeah, sure thing. Gonna serve you a brain. Yummy, yummy. Freshly brain for you. What about you? A mouth. Fuck me. We can just put it in there with the brain then. Nobody saw that? 5-second rule. You want an egg. Okay. Hey, sucky cat, there's food for you. Gonna look at this. You can see the bubbles are white now. When they turn yellow, that's because they're ready. There we go. An eggy. And you want an egg as well? Good day for the eggs. You can see this one is now ready. Hopefully this one will be in a second. There we go. That's the donut, that's the brain. So brain, donut. Donut, brain. Egg and a fucking meat pie. Egg. Ruby. Yeah. Doesn't deserve any better than it's been on the floor. A beer, sure. That's the egg over here. So we're going to grab a beer. There you go. This one's in here. Along with this one. And that one. Did I just throw it at it? Yes. Okay. Just keep playing with it, the food. That's okay. There we go. Egg and brain. Sure thing. Gonna serve the brain up with meat pie in a moment. So, brain, egg, and bowl. Bowl, egg, brain. Because the egg is so fast and the other two is both in the oven, so another fucking meat pie. Yeah, sure thing. I'm getting annoyed by the meat pies. Can I delete that from the menu once again? No, we cannot. There we go. The meat pies done. The brain takes some time. There we go. Brain and meat pie. Meat pie and brain. Meat pie, brain. You want fingers, that's easy. There we go. And a meat pie. There we go. Good. Mouth and let's see, that's the finger, an egg, and a mouth. I'm just gonna wait for the pie because the pie is almost done. There we go, that's the pie. That's the egg, that's the pie. Egg. Pie. Pea glob wants fingers. Pea glob fingers right there. The mouth is, the donut is finished. There we go. Beer and ear soup, sure. One moment, just serving the fingers first. There you go, so beer and ear soup. Start with the beer. Then we got the ear soup. 1, 2, 3. And then we're gonna take the water, tomatoes, onion. Put them all in here. There we go. Then we need a bowl. There we go. The beer's right ready. There we go. Beer for you. This one is ready. That's the ear soup right there. That's for you. Good. Oh, phew. Good. Everything's good. Let's head out here. Look what we need. We need some brains, we need some boobs, we need a body. And some fingers, and some eyes. And beer and beer mugs. I think that's it. let's see. Let's just take 2 bodies, some fingers, some water, beer, ice. Let's do one of them. I think that's everything. I think we're good on everything else. We could go with another donut just to be sure, because we have excessive amount of money. Let's look into upgrade. We could buy the fridge just to have it, but I'm not sure what to use with it. We could upgrade the oven to bake the food faster. Let's do that. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's grind up some babies here, some puppies into pieces. There we go. Then we're gonna need 2 boobies. Brain, one of them. All good. Oh, well, it's okay. We need 1 booby and 1 brain. Then we have all good. I bought a little too much, but that's okay. Better to have too much than too little meat, I guess. There we go. And the brain, and the boob. And should be good. And we do have enough ears for 1 more day at least. Depending on how much ear soup they want, of course. So, day 40. Turn this one up, open this one, and open not 4, but 5 windows. It's beginning to get hectic now. Also because we do only have 2 package stations and we're the only chef in the kitchen. No help with that. We do have all our small kitty cats, but not that great of a deal with the food. So, hello, sir. A beer. Sure. There we go. For you. He always looks so angry. Maybe he's hungry, that's why. An ear soup? Yes. 3 dried ears. 1 onion. 1 tomato and 1 water. And a bowl. There we go. And the ear soup is not taking long time to cook. It's more gathering the ingredients that's annoying. A mouth, sure. And that should be quicker now because we bought the oven upgrade. So let's keep an eye out on this mouth. It's a dirty mouth. We have to keep an eye on it. It's not like instant. It's not like the eggs, but it's slightly faster. Noticeable faster, but not that bad. A burger and an egg. Okay. So an eggy and the burger. And you want a meat pie, you're a fucking dickhead. That's the eggy. Fingers. Sure. There you go. Good. That's the fingers. Ah, I missed the milk. And then for the burger. And the top ingredients for the burger. That's the burger. Then the fingers. A boob. And an egg. Good. So boob, egg. Booby, eggy, bowl. At least the oven is a little faster now, so we do not need to wait that long for it to finish up. That's at least positive, but another meat pie. So fingers, boobies. There we go. Remember to open up here. That's the boob. That's a meat pie. And that's for you. Booba-looby in there. Fingers to the window. An egg and a kitchen fire. The cat will take that. Fingers, egg and brain. And we have the meat pie. So let's order up the meat pie first. Because then it can go in with the brain. I know the brain is taking a little longer time, but it should be okay. So brain, finger and egg. A bowl. That's the eggy. There you go. That's the fingers. Finger. We have another brain. So, one more brain. What do you want? An egg. Okay, and a beer. So, egg and beer. And then we're gonna close so we can actually make these. There we go. I don't understand why we should upgrade the beer machine, because I think they're all the machine is already very fast. It's not like another beer. There we go. It's not like it's lacking in speed. 2 brains. That's the brainies. The brainiacs for you. The beer. And the meat pie. Lastly, the meat pie. There you go. There we go. Good. Did we accomplish something new now? I do not remember. Let's see. Recipes, do we have anything new? That's at 27. We get the bloody cake. Where we get... I think that's the ice, but I'm not sure. Brains, sugar, ice, and milk for milkshake. Exciting. We get a human heart as well at some point. I think we do have everything we are able to get. So, we're gonna need to make 2 brains. Start up with making the brainies. And then we're gonna make 3 boobs. All nice and easy. We are not in a rush here when we are closed down anyway. It's not like we're washing. It's another marathon. There we go. Only when the food is going to be served, we have kinda hurry. Okay, we need the butter and the milk. And let's take some ears too. So, ears, milk and flour. I think it looks more like butter, but it's okay. The little kitty cat is going to figure out putting everything in the right positions. I think it already did. It's lightning fast. So let's head to bed. Day 41's coming up. Human meat tastes like pork. How do they develop now? I wonder. So let's start all the appliances. Husband sitting in the background. He might have heard it from a friend. Maybe. When people tell the developers to eat the girlfriend or the boyfriend, it's not that kind of way to eat the other person out. Just a little quick heads up. Ear soup. There we go. One on the floor. No, go in the fucking pot, you cunt. There you go. Turn this one up, and there we go. Fucking meat pie already. They don't like me, I'm almost certain. I'm not sure the monsters like me. Why else would they keep ordering the meat pies? They don't even look good. And beer. And we're gonna head out for boob job. There we go. Let's see, all good. Ear soup and another fucking meat pie. So might as well just make another fucking meat pie already. And the ear soup. Gonna wait a moment. There we go, take this one. Along with a milk. Start this one up. Boob. Just a singular boob. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And these. There we go. And 2 pots. One to this one and another one for this one. There we go. That's the ear soup. Put it up there. Take this one. Close the door. Ear soup. There you go. Monster. A brain. And a spaghetti. So a brain and a spaghetti. Yeah. Gonna wait for those meat pies to be ready before we can put the brain in the oven. There we go. And now, turn on. Let's see. That's the meat pies. That's for these 2 douchebags. And the spaghetti. That's for you, my dear. And you have a brain. Boobs and fingers. Boobs and fingies. go. And the brain coming your way down here in the end. There we go. What about you? Mouth. Sure. Good. Boob. And fingers. Fingers, boob. Boob, fingers. Another boob. And you want a burger? So, 2 mouths and a burger. 2 mouths and a burger. 2 and a burger. So, in the oven it goes. On the burger. There we go. And all up here. They're all good here. That's the burger. What do you want? Fingers. We can do that. Fingers. And then we have 2 donuts here. There we go. Donies. And finger fries. For the last one. There you go. Good. I like the glowing spots. Okay, let's see, what do we miss? We gonna need... No, we should be all good. Boobies. Brain. And patty. Worm ketchup, make 15 brains. Already made 15 brains. Good. Now we just need 4 boobies. Then we should be all set for the next day once again. There we go. And another sauce. Let's turn it into a boobalooby. There we go. And that should be all good. Do we miss anything? No. So let's head down to bed once again. Good. All nice. Time for drink. There we go. And let's start the day. Open up, turn, and open the windows. There we go. We could go in the book and see if we can open the last window just so we have it. No, 26, okay. So no, can't do. Hello, little chesty burger. Just waddling back and forth. I think the monsters are quite patient. It's not like they are very easy to disappear. Good. A brain, a burger. A burger and a brain. No, stop it. Where did the brain go? It's down there. Okay. And fingers. There we go. Fingers done. That's fingers That's a burger. Then we have the brain down here. There we go. Boob and beer. And boob, beer, and beer. Okay. Not too bad. There we go. A beer. And another beer. And the boob. It's not like we can do much else than just try to make the orders. 2 fucking meat pies. Okay, kitchen pie, yeah sure, the cat will do it. So we will just concentrate on making the food anyway. There we go. Put this one in here. Turn the heat on. It's a little annoying. Because we're kind of stuck with the meat pie until we made it. Because we had the extra chicken breast, because, well, I could just have not made them both at the same time, but, well, a mouth, a brain, and a beer. So mouth, brain, beer. Beer, brain, mouth, and a meat pie. Serve the beer up. There we go. And then all of this is going in the oven. There we go. Hello, what can I do for you? A spaghetti? Sure. All others crisping in the oven, so we can't really do much with that. There we go. Is it finished? All of it? Yes, this one unfortunately burned. So the brain. Serve that one. The spaghetti. Serve that one. And then we have to. We're gonna need a new donut because I crisped that on up that by accident. There we go. Meat pie. Meat pie. And the 2 chests want an egg and a brain. One moment, then you're gonna get your donut. There you go. And we can just head out for this. There we go. And take a quick here. That's the egg. We should turn this one up. If we want to actually cook, we're gonna put it up on heat. Because else we do not cook anything. A ear soup and a boob. There we go. And take the water. And these 2. There, take the bowl. And the boob. Serve this one up. That's the spaghetti. There we go. That's the ear soup. And the last one is the boobalooby. There we go. And you go there. All good. So what do we miss out here? We miss, let's see, we will take 2 humans just to be sure. 2 humans. I think that's good. Because we're gonna make brain two and an onion and a tomato. Onion, tomato, and 2 humans. Tomato, onions, 2 humans. And let's just do some ears as well, just to be sure. And this one should unlock at 27. So, we cannot do much else. We can prepare. She's going in the grinder. Lots of females' bodies this time. Good. Yeah. Just one of each here. There we go. That's a boob. That's a brain. Sketty. One of each again. Professional Italian. Now we made 100 spaghetti, so now we are professional Italian. Good, I think. Not sure that's how the Italians does, but I acknowledge it, it's okay. There we go. And one more boob. While that is forming, we will take the leftover sausages and put in the storage box. There we go. All good. Down spit we go. And see how much we earned. So that's generally okay. Electric and cat prevented the power outages, so that's good as well. Just gonna take a quick drink again. It's actually quite hot here in Denmark today. We've had 18 degrees Celsius today, so that's not bad for Denmark. Actually quite good. Should we buy the fridge just to have it? Oh, nah. We're gonna need the money at something else, I think. So let's just start up opening up like we use normally. There we go. We're open once again. Fingers. Oh, good on the grill with them. Burger. Also nice and easy. There we go. And there we go. Nice and easy, nice and easy. What do you want, an egg? Good. And you, sir, a beer. Should be able to manage to take the beer mug before the egg crisps too badly. There we go. And you want a beer as well? And you, a mouth. A donut. That's the beer. All good. There you go. You want a burger? It's something about finding the right rhythm for things not to crisp into shit for you. It's all about finding the right rhythm and try to a little like know in the head how long time before things crisp up, because they have very different cooking times. Okay, there we go. Like here, we're gonna be right on with this one because the mouth crisps up way before the brain does. So we want to be a little on count with this one. Let's just stand here looking at it, because that way we can click it right when the brain starts to do the yellow sparkle like that. Because that way we don't have problems with it crisping too much up. There we go. That's the brain, that's the mouth. Mouth, brain. So brain first. There we go. You want 2 SpaghettiOs. We can only manage to do one at a time, so one of them must wait. We only have one pot. You want a brain and an ear soup, so we have a waiting time for the pot now because ear soup is also the pot. There we go, that's one brain out the window. Quite literally out the window. Let's see, is the brain on in here? Not yet. So we might be able to take the 2 tomatoes because, as I said, the brain do not crisp as fast. Stop throwing shit on the floor. There we go. That's the brain. Then we have an egg. All good. There we go. That's the brain here. An egg and a beer. Those are relatively fast, so we will not do them until we put this one over. Stop throwing shit on the floor. There we go. And closing time. All good. We did. I hate when we do that. There we go. We forgot to turn the pot off. There we go. Good. So what else? An egg and a beer. Egg. Beer. This one. There we go. That's the ear soup. Ear soup right there. This one can close up. The egg is finished. The beer is finished. And the burger. So last one up today is the burger. Manageable. So let's take a patty. And down here. There we go. Put the patty to cook. And take these 3 up here. There we go. Good. For you, my friend. Collect all the sweet earned money. We are soon level 26. Okay, we're gonna need another human because we need 8 meat and we only have 6. So we're gonna order up another human body. And I don't think we miss anything else particularly right now. No. So 1 human. Ordering that. Another sweet female for the grinder. Then we're gonna make some brains. Let's start with the brains. There we go. All sweet brains being processed. So that's all nice. Good. Then we're gonna need 2 spaghettis and 1 of these, I think it will. For now at least, yes. Let's take... There we go. Whoops, on the floor with it. It's okay, it's monsters anyway. Then 1 of each, 1 of these and 1 of these. While they are making, we can put the rest in here. There we go. There we go. So, we should be all good now. We have 10 of each again. And we have enough of everything else. It seems like we're all good, yes. Let's head to bed. Day 44. All good, all nice. Almost level 26. And at 27 we get our next cooking recipe. So I'm curious to see how that's gonna go, if it's going to go shit crazy monkey ass again. Like it with the meat pie. I have a feeling that it's going to be somewhat in the proximity of the meat pie, something shitty annoying. I just have a feeling about it. And we should really buy the fridge because, well, we have so much money now, but I don't think it's necessary. We kinda handle. So I don't understand why I should buy the fridge. There we go. And you, sir, want the mouth? I'll give you mouth in just a second. There you go. And the burger, manurger for you. In here, another donny. So take in your mouth, put it in here, take the old mouth out. And deliver. Give you mouth. You want the beer? Coming your way. Blood beer. The mouth is ready. Without juice. Blood beer. Coming your way. There you go. A brain. Sure. And fingers. A brain and fingers. Oops, wrong meat. Brain in here. If we remember to actually hit the right place. Another pair of fingers. Sure. The brain should be about done as well. It is. Come on, pick it up. Fingers. Oh no. Okay. Fingers. I gave the brain to the wrong one. Someone want fingers? No. Okay. Brain, mouth, and booby. I gave the brain to the wrong one. Brain, mouth, and booby. What's that? Yes. That's actually first time we've given the wrong food to the wrong person. Burger and a meat pie. I fucking hate those meat pies. Let's just wait for this one, because else it will crisp up. That's the burger. Mouth. Let's just deliver the mouth first. Sorry for the weight of the brain. Good. That's the brain. Then we have the boob. The meat pie is just gonna fucking wait until I finish with what I'm doing because I don't really give a shit. Good. There we go. We haven't had anyone leaving yet, so I guess that's a positive thing. I mean, we haven't had any so unsatisfied they left us. Kitchen fire, the kitty cat will take care of that. There we go. Let's go down here. Brain, boob, and 2 eyes. Good. Take a bowl first. Put this in the oven. So, brain and boob. Brain in the oven. Oops. Let's open up. Put this with it. There we go. And 2 eyes. There we go. That's these 2. That's the eyes. We can't possibly fuck those up. Good. The boob we fucked up. Okay. I hate it when I fuck up the meat. At least it's not this fucking meat pie. There you go, shit ape. That's the brain going down here. And the boob. There we go. We did fuck up a little today, but it's okay. So a boob, and a brain, and an eye, and a beer. So boob, brain, eye, beer. Boob, brain, eye, beer. Good. Not too much to fuck up, hopefully. At least the beer doesn't go bad. That's the eye. And that's the beer. The boob is ready. And the brain, I didn't turn that one on. Okay, it doesn't get ready if I don't turn it on, for sure. And that's the beer. There we go. And the brain is the leftover one. There we go. Today was a little hectic, I will not lie. We fucked up a little. But it's all okay. We are okay. We're gonna eat yet another human. Bing ding. A body. Grind her up. A lot of females today, as I said. Normally we get both male and females. Today I think we have mostly had females. Good, we can start with these. We will need everything except spaghetti. So, one of each. There we go. One more of each. There. Boobalooby. Brain and this one. Then we're gonna only need brains and boobs. Brains and the boob. And then we're gonna need 2 more boobies. Good. It makes it so much easier we have this machine. And we're at 26 in just a moment, and then we should be able to open up window number 6, but, well, I don't really know why we should do it, but, well, let's just head in here. Upgrades, we have so much money, so let's just buy the fridge. The fridge is where you can store packages that are ready to be delivered. Simply throw a package at the fridge store. To cycle through the available recipes, click the blue visor until you find the one you want. Okay. Well, not gonna use it really, but that's fine. Recipes. We soon get this one, next level. Appliances. We also have the beer machine. We can now open this window. Should we open the window and get the beer machine, then we have everything we can. Professional builder. Build all structure upgrades, and we have all appliance upgrades as well. We have all recipes so far, so yeah. We can always just not open the window if we think it's needed. Okay, how? Okay. So now we can actually make the food and have it in here, so we can make like 2 meat pies already up front. We should. Like, let's make a few more boobies here. If I start this one up, it will work better. So the first few meat pies people are ordering actually are going to be pre-made. Because that way it will save us some time on that, I think. I'm not sure. We will find out. I hope I'm right. And then lastly, this one. I'm not sure if I'm right, but we will see. We will figure it out, I think. Because this one is the only one that annoys me. So, might be sweet to have 2 of these already made. So, that way we can just, you know, take them out of the fridge. When finished. I'm not sure if I'm going to pack them down or just plop them in. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna pack them down, I think. Yeah. Okay. Then they're just ready to take out when someone needs them. Good. 2 is not much. I would like to be able to make 4 or something like that. 10 maybe. Let's try open up all the windows. We're then ready to jump into the next day once again. Now with 2 meat pies already made. So, first monsters up. We could also make ear soup and put in, and brains and whatever. So we actually have all of them, but most of them are not that annoying to make. Ear soup. I mean, it's not like they're taking as long time as that meat pie is. Because the annoying thing with meat pie is the time consumption. It's not really the ingredients or anything, it's more the time consuming element of it. No, words is hard. That's the ear soup, there you go. And a beer. There you go. A brain. Or a spaghetti, that is. Yes. And you would like a ear soup, so you're gonna have to wait a bit. Here, if we had had an extra ear soup, I could just have given it to him. A meat pie. So now we're gonna take a meat pie out here and just hurl it at this guy. And we have the brain, oh, the spaghetti here. That's for you, my dear. Ear soup. I think we're going to make, so we have those ear soups in stock as well. Maybe the brains and such. Maybe we should just make so we have 2 of everything in stock every day. We can do that when we finish the day. Because that way we can make them on order like we do now. But when we get like double orders and such, we do have an extra. Because that way we don't have to wait for the appliances to be ready. Because we only have 1 cook pot. That's the hinder right now with these and the spaghetti. Or the the spaghetti. Because we only have 1 cook pot to make all of it in. Fingers and mouth. So fingers and mouth. Mouth is oven. Fingers is this one. Soup. Bowl, 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 bowl. Soup, 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 soup. There we go. Soup. This one. If I remember to turn the fucking oven on, it would not take as long time to cook things. Fingers and brains. Fingers. Not milk. Finger. And brain in the moment. That's the mouth. So a brainiac. And meat. So a brain. In here. 1 fucking meat pies we already made. There we go. Let's take the fingers before they crisp. There we go. Because it do make it easier with... No, not ready, okay. Let's see. Beer and meat pie. So now we're actually gonna need to make a meat pie. There we go. Because we do not have any more meat pies. There we go. Milk and beer. Brain. And that's the boobalooby. There we go. Beer. Beer. And brain. That's a lot of things to remember now. Fingers and... Okay. Fingers and beer and bowl. There we go. Good. I think that's right. Okay. A spaghetti. Because it's beginning to be hectic here. I will not lie. Or maybe it's just me confusing myself because I want to be perfect. An egg. Good. That's the beer. Down here. This one. That's the spaghetti. There we go. So an egg and a bowl. The bowl is right there. We're gonna just stop. There we go. And then an egg. Phew. This is actually getting very, very hectic. And the meat pie. There we go. So, good. Let's order 2 more humans to begin with. There we go. this one up. We're gonna need to cook 2 boobs. Let's just cook 3. Run down here. Start the next person. There we go. Can we just plug this in the fridge? Like that. Yes, we do not need to change the recipe to plug it in. So that's good. And then plop all of this in here. Along with this one. Grind all of that up. While that is grinding up, let's take 2 brains. Put in the oven. Start the oven up. Good. Drain that out. And then we have the 2 meat pies again. These 2 are ready. Oh good, that's the brains. That's 1 meat pie. Stop throwing it at there. There we go. That's 2 meat pies made. Then let's proceed to make some ear soups to have in the fridge. There we go. Turn this one off. Because that way we can, if people order like ear soup and meatballs same time, we have, so we can make both of them. These 2 are good now. There we go. And take a bowl. Take the beet soup. Or the ear soup. Plug in there. 1, 2, 3. And let's make yet another ear soup. Water, onion, tomato. It's challenging to remember everything now. Good. A bowl for that. Then we're gonna make 2 spaghettis afterwards for the fridge. There we go. Good. That's going in here. The 2 tomatoes. There we go. One of these, one of these. The eggs we will not make for the fridge because that would be silly because the eggs are so freaking easy to make. Same goes with fries. We could make burgers, but they're so easy to make too. We did make 1 boobalooby. We could make 2 chicken breasts to put in there, only because then they're ready and fried, so we can use them when we need to make meat. The meat pies. That way we have boobs ready already for the meat pies. Then we only need to grab them and grind them. So we cut 1 process. Then we have 2 half finished meat pies, and we have 2 finished meat pies. I think that's no, we cannot do that because they're serving, ready to serve. So we have those ready to serve. Okay. We could cook some brains, not really necessary. So let's start making some of the ingredients. We need some boobies, some of these and some of these. Boobie, brain and pasta or spaghetti. That's the brain, that's the spaghetti. Take these lovely, delicious sausages and turn them into lovely, lovely ingredients. There we go. 1 more time. There we go. Lovely. Then we need 1 more boobalooby and we need 1 more of the grinded meat. That's all we need here, so the rest of these human sausages can go into the storage. There we go. And all fine, all good. There we go. We should now be all set for right now at least. So, and we have in here some of the items ready. Yeah. So, yeah. Let's head to bed. And into the next day. We earned a little money this time. I'm not sure however we will open all 6 windows again because that gets shitty hectic, to be honest. Might as well do it. There we go. We're open for business. Everyone come get your human meat right here. Let me know what I can do for you. What about you, sir? A booby-looby? Well, we can just serve him up the boob we already made. Because we cannot use those for the meat pies as we were thinking of. So, a burger. Sure. Put that on the griddle. There we go. And there we go. Sizzle the fizzle. There we go. And the next monster. Murloc. Wants fingers. I will finger you, Murloc. If you finger a Murloc, do your fingers smell of fish afterwards? I would think so. Yes. We will make that on the order, on the go, because we do not have any others right now. So our pot is free. So instead of taking from the fridge, we'll make it on the fly here, because the others we can use if we get several orders where we use the pot at the same time. That's my thought about it. That way we can release the stress a little. You can see that's a brain. We already have a cooked brain, not that the brains are hard to cook. There we go. And you want an eye. Exceptional choice. Let's break that out. It's going out of its shell. You're the apple of my eye. There you go. And you, an eye as well. Good choice. Dementor. Bend the bender with the Dementor. There we go. Cookie. Look at how few customers we have in line today. None. So far at least. I have a feeling that's about to change though. Because, well, all of a sudden it goes crazy monkey ape shit. Hello. A booby-ooby? You can get the last one out in the fridge because we cannot use them as I intended. There you go. Chest piece. A mouth. We will give you mouth. Put it in here. Close the hatch. Take the money. Is the mouth a goblin invasion? Oh no. Yeah, that's what I thought. Suddenly they're going all crazy ape sick shit. No. That's what I mean, because now we were going so great with all the items, and then we get goblin invasion and we suddenly have to sprint out here, and now we have 100,000 people waiting in line. So, as I said, I thought it would go ape shit all of a sudden. The mouth is finished. There we go. You can see now we have 3 more monsters up. You want a beer, you want a burger, and you want a boob. Beer, burger, boob. So, beer, burger, and boob. And beer. There we go. Beer, burger, boob. And you want ear soup. Sure. There we go. And boob is almost done. Let's just head out here. There we go. Put this on. Boob. Burger. That's the boob. That's finished. That's the beer. And then we're gonna need bowls, all of this. And the bowl. There we go. There. Your burger's coming up in just a moment, sir. As I said, I had a feeling that now we were doing so fucking great with the customers, all of a sudden it would go monkey ape. There we go, last two of the day. An eye and a burger. So eye, burger. There we go. And the eye should be finished about now. There we go. For you. Burger. All good. At least we didn't give anything wrong to the wrong person or crisped something up today. Even we had invasion. Did we even use this window? I'm not sure. Okay. So before bedtime, we gonna look at what we need in here. We have everything we need basically. Good. What about over here? We have 10 of these, 10 of these. We have 9 of these, 7 of these. So we're gonna need some patties and one booby. One booby and some patties. Stop throwing the sausage beside the hole, please. Put it in the hole, that's the best. It feels the best if you put it properly in the hole, not just playing around it. There we go. Grind it up to a patio. Good, and it seems like we need some ears, don't we? We're gonna need tomatoes, onions. We have enough for the burger. We need ears. Tomatoes, onions, and ears. Tomatoes, onions, and ears. Are we all good over here? It seems like it, yes. And we do have a little down here I didn't collect, so good, we'll look down there. Do we have anything else? Some shotgun shells. I have a cat on the keyboard. There we go. Next day. And we almost at level 27. Then we get our next recipe, which will be bloody cake. So that's something we're gonna mix again. I'm almost positive that's something we're gonna make and use this fridge for as well, because I have an idea that's gonna be a bloody hell to do. No pun intended with the name though. Good. Let's open up. Yeah. Du är fin, Lisa. Yeah, du är fin. Sorry, that's the cat. We have this very beautiful, like tuxedo looking cat with curly hairs in the ear and everything, and long fur. And she's just not wanting to cuddle and such. Unless I'm sitting at my computer, then all of a sudden I'm world's best human. She's not wanting to cuddle on the couch or anything. If we're in the garden, yes. And if I'm sitting at the computer, then yes. It's just like, where can I be mostly annoying? And then I want to cuddle. Also, it's my youngest daughter's cat, so yeah. And she is very beautiful, and she's a very good mouse and bird catcher. Also, she's taking moles and rats and such. So she's very good hunter, but little annoying tendency that she only wants to cuddle when it's a problem. Ow, Isa! Sorry, claws. Now she's unhappy with me because I don't want to cuddle her, so she's trying to give me her booty. Yeah. We have one more finished brain we can use. There we go. There you go, sir. It's from yesterday, but it should still be good. Now we actually have to wait for customers. That's a new one. Day 47, and we're standing here playing the fiddle diddle with our thumbs because we're waiting for customers. Hello, Booby Dooby. Coming your way. There we go. It's weird suddenly having to wait for people here. We've been so busy, and now we're just like standing here. Even we have 6 windows. A brain. Putting a brain in the oven. Remember to turn the oven on, else it won't cook. What do you want? Fingers coming on the fly. Fingers on the griddle. And you. And I. Sure. There we go. There. Just remember we have to open up the oven before it cooks to crisp. Because else we will lose the meat. And well, I know it's not that bad. After we upgraded our human meat slasher, we do get 8 instead of 4 pieces of meat out of the human. So it's not that bad if we lose a piece. Because we do still only pay 15 per body. That's the ear soup. There we go. Meat pie. There you go. An eye. Yes, one moment. Then the eye is coming your way. There we go. An eye. Pop it on the grill. Yeah, that's kinda on the grill, I guess. A mouth. A donny. Remember to turn on the grill. Or the oven, I mean. Because if we don't turn it on, it will not cook. We've made that mistake kind of few times. Good. When this one is all cooked now, we put a new brain in here. Remember to use your brain. Turn on the oven. There we go. Mouth for the dementor. Boob. And fingers. Yes. Fingerlings and boobies. Easy peasy. Are the brain finished? Yes. That's the brain, of course. There we go. And the spaghetti. We'll make that on the fly because we do not have anything else for it. The cooked pot. So we will just serve these up before. The boob. And the spaghetti. Yes. So this one, and this one. There, there, there. And 2 tomatoes. And I know we still have the meat in the fridge, but I do not like. Now we can take one from the fridge. Because now we have more than one order of them. And this one is already being used. So that way we save some time up. There we go. And we're gonna make a donut in just a moment. There we go. And the ear soup. Yeah. That one we will just make right here and now as well. Because the cook pot is no longer in use. We finished up the brains. There we go. And the last ingredients for that ear soupy. There we go. turn this one off and take the bowl. Then while that cooks, we can serve this one. There we go. And there we go. And then we need to make one spaghetti for the fridge. And can't remember, do we need to make a meat pie as well? Let's take a look. We need one brain. And we need one meat pie. So one boob and one brain. Okay, one boob on the griddle to begin with. Good. And one milk in the grinder. And then we need one of these, and one of these in here. There. And then we're gonna need one of this and one of these. Put that in here. Put this one in here. Turn this one off. Then 2 tomatoes. There we go. Turn this one on. Take one of these. There. And put it in the oven. And I keep hitting those shelves. That's once finished. So all good. Hurl it in the fridge. And then this one, we just need that one to finish now. Good. And hurl that one in the fridge. And then before everything else, we're gonna buy 2 humans. We're gonna buy 2 humans to grind up, because I do not know what we need for the next recipe. So before we look at that, let's grind some humans. Getting all these lovely sausages. There we go, and grind the next one. And that should be all we need ingredients. Then we can look at the next recipe. Upgrades recipe. We're gonna need the bloody cake. Good. Let's see what the bloody cake need. As I said, fuck me. Okay, we need this one. We're gonna make a few of these before we start. So we're gonna need more of these ingredients. Okay, we're gonna look at it. We're gonna need more eyes on this one. And we're gonna need one more of this. And we're gonna need some sugar. Then we should be all good. And then we can start making all of these sausages into things we need. There we go. And the kitty cat is delivering all the items to the right containers. There we go. And that should be all good for 2 of them. Then we only need more boobies. Good. 3 more boobies needed. Hello Alexis, how are you? Hope you are having a good day. It's getting hectic in this game now, with all the windows and everything, and now we have the bloody cake to do as well. Are you eating again today? It's not the best game for eating meanwhile, that's for sure. Okay, let's head into the recipe again. 2 eyes, milk, flour and sugar in that one. Okay. 2 eyes, milk. Oops, remember to open this one. 2 eyes, milk, flour and sugar and a bowl. There we go, blend this up. Let's see how this is going to be. We're gonna make 2 of them to the fridge. So we're gonna cook them at the same time in the oven. That's 1 bloody cake. There we go. stop. We need to remember to open this one before we hurl things into it. There we go. Oops. I like to hurl things into it. Apparently also the bowls. We now have the bloody cake as well, so that's a good thing. Even though I do think this will make it even worse to remember everything and get everything done. There we go. Cooking that. I don't know how long they will take. It's my first time making them. So, let's see. All good. They look actually kind of delicious, I think. A little like lava cake or something like that. Molten lava. Okay, we now have 2 of them ready if people gonna order them. And then we're gonna make them on the fly when the first 2 is gone, I think. So let's head into day 48. See what people are going. If you can donate to your restaurant, you mean your body or your brain or the sausage or fingers, or what do you want to donate? El Papi, and welcome in. Hope all good. Because now I kinda know you pretty well, and if it's the brain you wanna donate, it's not every day it's home already. If people think I'm being mean to him, his sorry ass married my sorry ass, so I kinda know him pretty well. Not being mean. Come on in. We got everything you want to need. Hello, little flower. Can I give you a hokey pokey? Something? A brain. Or a spaghetti-o, that is. Also, as I said last time we played this game, if this is what they mean when they ask you if you want to donate your body to science, I'm not all sure people will do it. Now we can use the fridge for this one because we already have the cookpot going. But yes, because we cannot make the ear soup in this one at the same time. There we go. Just to make it a little easier on our own ass. Hello, what would you like? A boobalooby? Remember, if you find a nipple piercing, you will get a beer. Yeah, I know that feeling. Not donating myself, but I know someone, you know, just like I'd never donate blood once again, because last time I was donating blood, there was just way too many questions like, where did you get it from? Why is there so much? And why are you carrying it in a bucket? So never again I'm going to donate blood. Always too many questions. A blood cake? Oh no, not again, not again, not again. Okay, out here. Take the shotgun. Come on in. Shitheads, dickheads. There we go. Stop it! Do we have them all? Are they dead? Are they dead? I think we got them all. As we think it's going very well, those dickheads shows up every time. You know, those kind of people that's always ruining the fun. We're gonna make 1 ear soup because we already handed one out. And then there's just like a gazillion things we are going to make in the cook pot like that. Okay, there we go. That's away. So that's the ear right there. An ear on the floor. Well, let's see. Brain. No, stop hurling things. There we go. There we go. Also, you know, like, if I'm going to serve you breakfast on the bed, do not ask questions like, how did you get in and who are you? Just be grateful I actually doing it for you. Boob and mouth. Also because it's very rarely I'm up early enough to serve breakfast, so Just be grateful if I actually do it. Don't ask questions. Let's see. Tomato. There we go. Boobalooby. This one should be finished. Not crisping it up. That's the mouth. That's the boob. Mouth. Boob. This one's not crisp yet, so that's the boob. This one's crisped up now. Put it here. And take some ingredients over here. There we go. And the burger for you. A manurger. Take some manitos. It's going kinda okay, I guess. A boob and a beer. At least that's not, they're not ordering like multiple items, because then it would go crazy in here. Then it's not only me being crazy, then it's actually also the restaurant itself. I think if they suddenly started ordering multiple items, I would rage quit, because it would just get too stressful, especially when you're working it all by yourself. And the developer has been out and say you have the helper cats that's helping around with items, but you're not going to have any more help in the kitchen, so you are going to manage it all the way yourself. It's made as you should be able to manage it yourself without going totally bungus. I think we've done quite okay today, even with the... We have closing hours, so we do not get any more people in. You want a meat pie? Lucky for you, I'm in a good mood. I'm not gonna rip your arms off and stuff it in your ass, because I already made it. There you go. Good, so we're gonna make an ear pie and a bloody cake. So we're gonna put one of these boobaloobies up here for cooking. While we have that, we will make the the bloody cake. There we go. I have to remember the recipes. That's actually the worst part. This one we can just turn off. Set this up here. Then we're gonna need this one, and one of these. Those are going in here. That's going over here. Then we need one of these. And the boob. Close the hatch here. There we go. And then we needed one brain and 2 ear soups as well. One spaghetti. There we go. And 2 ear soups. So this one's going in here. Remember to turn on the oven. Did you know it's easier to cook the food when you turn on the appliances? I learned that by several times not turning that fucking oven on. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna need more ears. Those are ready. Good. Put this up here. Take the cake and the pie. There we go. Then we're gonna need this one, and a water. There. I should really get someone to look at the leak in my roof in here. Keeps raining down on me. Not a rain over me song. Good. Let it rain over me. I'm not good at singing. There we go. Hurl that on the floor, apparently. It's all better with a little pinch of the floor. Monsters don't care. 5 seconds rule. There we go. Take another bowl for the soup. Then we should have everything made again. For the fritchie. Oh yeah, we need to package it. There we go. And then we're gonna look at what we need in fact over here. We we should have enough for 9. No, we need another human. One more human. And some ears. Yes. That should be all good. Oh, this time it's a male. Grind him up. Let's look at that body, yaddy, yaddy, getting grindy, grindy, grindy. There we go. It's still... We need everything except the brain. So this one, and this one. This one, and this one. There we go. And then we need... Let's see, one more packet of pasta and 3 boobies. So, that's the way we're going with it. There we go. Did I not make the right amount? Where did I throw the last sausage? There. Booby, pasta. So, 1 to here, and 1 to here. Then we should have 10 of everything again. Good. Oh, good. We should have enough fingers and mouths and eyes, so that's good as well. We have all the difficult items in here, so that's good. And time for a quick drink. I hope the weather out there around in the world is just as good as it is in Denmark these days. We are actually having exceptional weather. We did order ears. Okay, let's see. When do we get the next recipe? 30, so in 3 levels we get the next recipe. We have all the appliances, I think. No, we did have... allows you to store up to 5 packages of each recipe. We want that, because that way we can make multiple more of the things and put in there of the... like the blood cake and the meat pies. So we are gonna head for the next fridge for sure. So let's look into it. We're gonna need 1,000 to get the next fridge. Let's start up the kitchen. Let's see if we can have a not so hectic day once again. I didn't think yesterday was as hectic as some of the other days has been. Might be because we have those fucking meat pies already made. And I think the blood cakes could be pretty hectic too, if they weren't pre-made. A brain. Saving up a brain in the oven. No, not there. Go in there, please. Turn on. What do you want, Chesty? A blood cake? Sure. Coming your way. There we go. Pop it out for you. And this one should be about done. There we go. There. For you. A brain. Yes. Let's walk out here. Put it in. Turn it on. In and on. In and on. At least we don't need to turn it off. We can just open the door, then it turns it off automatically. What do you want? An eye? That's easy at least. I don't know why these easy recipes, they actually put that on the fridge as well. I guess if you want everything pre-made, you can do that. Because, well, you are alone about it. A mouth. We will give the little green monsters a mouth. He's lonely. He needs some mouth. Give a mouth. Lend a mouth to a fellow. A meat pie? Yeah, sure. That's the ear soup. There's the meat pie. There we go. And you want the mouth as well? This one is done. So let's switcheroo the mouthies. There we go. There you go. And another mouth. Everyone wants some mouth today. It's a good day for having a mouth in here. There you go. And you and I. Sure. Pop it on the grill. The mouth is ready. There we go. And you. Brain. Sure. Not. Well, we have had the meat sucker cat. Please come do your work because we're fumbling around in a piece of meat on the floor. It's lowering us down. There we go. You want a mouth as well? Yes, sir. We will just serve it up in a moment. We need the brain to cook up first. So. There we go. Put that in here. That's the brain. Not very hectic. We could actually, let's just turn these two down because we don't really need them. Another mouth. Today is a very busy mouth day. That's for sure. There we go. A brain. Going nuts over my big brains in here. Not big breasts today, it's big brains. Giving mouth to the little purple fellow. And a blood cake. There we go. Now we have served up all blood cakes, so if anyone else wants a blood cake, we're going to make it on the fly. The brain wasn't on yet. Did I even turn it on? I'm not sure. Meat sucker! Suck up! Thank you. We leveled up the blood cake, so we're gonna make one on the fly. I actually don't think the the blood cake is as bad as the other one because the things are so easily together here. The other one is like piss annoying because you have to cook the breast first and such. There we go. I think the worst about the meat pie is that you actually have to cook the breast first. A brain. Okay, we should be able to put them in at the same time, these two. There we go. I think the donut needs a little less than the other two, but these two is almost the same time. So, let's see what he wants. One of those? Yeah. We will cook that on the fly. I know we have it in the fridge, but then we don't need to do one of them again. There we go. Are you ready in here? Yes. Good. Brain, blood cake. Serve the blood cake up. There you go. Serve the brain up. There you go. And the spaghetti. There you go. Okay. So, an egg and a beer. Too easy to close off today. Good. So while they are cooking, we are going to put over the first ingredients for making a blood cake for the fridge. And this one. That's the beer. There you go. That's the egg. There you go. Good. And then we're gonna go over here. There. Put them in here as well. Turn this one up. And before we do anything else, we will take a look here. We should be good with meat. Yes. We need some mouths. We're gonna need some more tomatoes. And that should be around it. So let's buy some tomatoes. Let's buy some eyes to be sure and some mouths. And then we're gonna head in here and look at the appliances because we want this one. Now we can store Kitchen Master. Now we upgraded all appliances in the game. So now we're gonna actually make a shitload of things here because we're going to make ready for the next day. Are we now able to have 5 of everything in here? We do not have any of these. And these are not the worst to make. And we can make 4 at a time. So I like that. I like this where you have no rush and you can just cook for the next day. That's pretty sweet. Let's head out here to ice and a milk. Put that in here. Take this one, put it over here. There we go. And we're gonna need 1 more blood cake. How many do we need of the meat? 4. So 1 more blood cake. There we go. There. And this one. Take our sweet ass time with this when there's no people here expecting us to do things. There we go. There. We're gonna need 4 boobies on the grill. Because when they're finished we can just turn off the grill. Take this one up here. Let this one cook. Because then we can put all 4 of the others together. There we go. Close this one off. 1 of these in here. Along with 1 milk. And 1 of these, 1 of these, and 1 of these. Let that simmer. Take a milk. Take the bowl. We are in control, I think. Oops, did we burn this one? Yes, we did. We were so much in control we burnt the fucking crisp out of that one. Well, now it is a molten lava cake for sure. Good. Take the boobalooby. This one, and this one. And do not burn the fucking meat pies. That's for sure. Because I would hate myself if I burned these. The cakes are pretty easy to make compared to the meat pies. There we go. We can stop this one for now. Let's see. There. And then we're gonna need a bowl and some milk. And then the last meat pie at least is made. Let's take the boob. Put these 2 in here. There we go. This one, and this one. And there. Take this one with us into the kitchen. There we go. All good. Put this one in here. Yeah, that's all good. This one and 2 eyes because we burnt the fucking crisp out of that cake. There we go. There. Wait for these to become yellow. There we go. And done. Good. Hurl these into the fridge. There we go. And these. There we go. And then we can bake this one off. If I could hit. Good. Then we have these and we have these. So now we're going on to these. We should be able to put this on before this is done. There we go. And there. This time we didn't burn it. Now it's a blood cake, not a molten lava. How much do we need of this one? 3. Okay. So that's one of these. Turn this one off. Let's see. Not that we really need to make more of these, but always good to have an extra, I guess. There we go. This one. And we should have 4 of them now. So let's make a few ear soups, because we do not use them so often. As I said, we can just as well make them on the fly if the pot is not in use. But if the pot is in use and we get like 4 orders on the same pot here, it's better to be prepared and have some of them made already. So we're just gonna make 2 soups. So we have 4 soups and 4 of the spaghetti, so we can take the load off the pot. Off the pot. There we go. And make 1 more ear soup. There we go. All good, all done. And then we're gonna look at ingredients. We do not have that much money, but we should be good. There we go. Good. What do we need? We should be good on this department. We should be good on that department. We should order, let's see, we have enough patties. We need 4, 7, 13. So we need 1 more body. We need 1 more body. Do we need more beer? We have 15 beers, so that's more than enough. A little female here. Grind that a bit sharp. Take a few here. We do need everything except patties, so there we go. There. And good, everything except patties. I like this automation of these machineries, so we don't have to crank every item all the time. There we go, everything except the patties once again. There we go. All good. Now we need 2 more brains and 1 more boob. So 2 brains, 1 boob. That should be good. There we go, there we go. All good. All good and nice. So let's head into day 50. 50 days in this dungeon kitchen. That's a long time. Hard worker, get to day 50. We are a hard worker now. We know everything that's worth to know about this kitchen now, I think. Okay, let's open up, see how stressful today will be. We're open for business. Everyone come get your human meat. Come get your sausages, fingers, toes, tickle and bows here. Burgers for days. Hello, hokey pokey, one-eyed folky. What can I do? What can I serve? Can I poke you in the eye? A brain. Okay, we will make that on the fly because that's the first one. We don't have any orders in the pot yet. I know we have them in the fridge, but as I said, it's more like a buffer for when we get like a gazillion orders for the same amount. Oh, one moment. Ugh. It's okay to laugh, I know it. I always getting taunted by the kids because of my sneeze, because they think it sounds like a little hamster or something. So my kids actually had a long time, they called me a cute little hamster. The mouth is done. So, and then a blood cake, we gotta take that from out here. There we go. There you go. Blood cake, more on a burger. So let's take the burger patty with us and a blood cake. Blood cake and the burger patty on the grill. And you, a blood cake. Stop ordering all the blood cakes. There we go. There you go. Sizzle. And in here. There we go. We should put a blood cake in the blender while we have some spare time. Apparently people want a lot of blood cake today. There we go. While we have the time, we should put this in the blender. What do you want? Fingers? We can do that. I gonna finger you. There you go. And you, sir? A burger? Sure thing. There. And you want a beer. So that's nice and easy. That's the fingers. Let's go out here, take the beer. It's a little annoying that we can't up the sock cap because the meat on the floor is hindering a little when we need to sprint around. Not that it's that bad, but it's okay. We have a blood cake ready if we get sold out. Another burger. Yes, what do you need? A meat pie. So, meat pie. And the burger. And the burgers are still made over here because then we can serve up other things on the other one. Let's just throw this in the oven. Remember to turn the oven on. There we go. Did we put everything on here? Yes. Good. That's the burger. You want a mouth and beer. So mouth and beer. There we go. The blood cake is done. That in here. Mouth and beer. Beer and mouth. That in the oven. There we go. And beer here. You want an eye? On the griddle with that. Serve this one up. Remember to open here. That's the beer. There we go. Egg. A brain. Sure. Let's head out. Take a brain here. Switcheroo with the brain and the mouth. There we go. That's the mouthy. You want a meat pie? Sure. Fingers and meat pie. So fingers and meat pie. That's the meat pie. That's the fingers. Oh, brain, brain, brain. Phew. I almost thought that one crisped up for us. One of these, yes. And another brain. Sure. So another brain. And then we can do this one. There we go. Put this in here. There we go. Good. And collect monitos. I didn't get these two windows even in use today. Oops. That's the brain. Oh, the meatball, sorry. And there we go. Good. So let's see, what do we miss in there? We missed 2 meat pies, so we're gonna take 2 boobaloobies. Put up here. How many cakes? And 2 cakes. So 1, 2. There we go. There should be. Oops. Did I just break that one? Now I can't use it in there. How wonderful. Okay, let's just fry this fucker up then. Put them over here, because then we can put it. I know, not really used to put it in the fridge because they're so easily made, but better than they gone in wane on the floor just. There we go. Okay, we now crisped it up instead. I'm an idiot. We didn't want to waste it and now we wasted it, so everything's good. There we go. There we go. There we go. There. In here. There. In here. Turn that one up. And let's see. Then we're gonna make the meat pies. We needed 2 meat pies as well. There. We have the boobies over here. Now, stop. Ugh. There we go. Nobody saw that. There we go. 1 milk and the bowl. And then we're gonna need the boobie afterwards and another milk. There we go. Boobie, milk. This one, and this one. There we go. Then we're gonna need a bowl. Did we use anything else? No. So we're all good when we make these. Then we only need to make all of these ingredients. Good. Turn that up. We need to make, oops. 1 of everything to begin with. There we go. Keep an eye on this. We don't want these to crisp, that's for sure. Better just start looking at them than if they're crisping, because actually quite a okay amount of money we put into that load right there. Okay. Good. We're gonna need to order some humans. There we go. Let's see, that's a brain and a booby. Because we will need 1 human. We will need to grind up 1 person. Lovely lady. Put her on here. There we go. The meat pies. There we go. Hold them in the fridge. Now we should have 5 meat pies and 5 of those. That's good. We need 1 spaghettio and 3 patio. So let's crank this bitches. Good. There we go. And 1 patty left. Oops, not the wall patty. Then while that one is cranking, we can put these sausages in here. There we go. And then let's take a look at what we might need otherwise. We're gonna run low on milk, that's for sure. We're running low on onions, milk and onions, and flour. Milk, onions, and flours and bowls. So, onions, bowls, milk and flour. And let's take a sugar as well. And an eye, because I'm in good mood. Should we do a finger as well? Let's finger some too. What about the donuts? we're good on donuts. So that little kitty cat is very effective putting all the ingredients up in the fridges. You can see that it's going back and forth in a hurry. So that's all good. Now we're restocked, so let's head into day 51. There we go. Good. Day 51. Let's see. Turn on, open, open. Turn on, open, 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 open. Do we even need these two? Why do we have them? It doesn't seem like we need them. Next recipe, we got that at 30, didn't we? We do get the milkshake at level 30. And I have a feeling that milkshake is going to be a pain in the arse as well. So, hello Murloc. Blah, 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 blah. And I. There we go. Put that on. I have a cat licking my elbow right now because she wants my attention. Funny as I said, she doesn't want attention, otherwise I'm at the computer. It's just like, attention, attention, you're doing something. Also, the kittens has a tendency to normally I speak Danish, and the kittens have a tendency to, if I begin to speak English, they have to like run around like crazy rockets and act up. Kind of funny. It's like, she's speaking a foreign language. Why is she doing that? Now we have to act up. It's kind of weird. There you go. The dog is just snoring and farting like usually. But okay, that's also almost 13 years old puck. You cannot really think anything bad about him snorking and farting. Only when he and my husband is snoring and farting at the same time, and they smell equally bad, and it smells like a chemical warfare is going on. That's the only time I complain about the dog is snoring and farting. Because sometimes it do smell like a war zone, and they're doing some kind of biologically warfare against each other. And I'm there right in the middle court. Cannot escape. Not that I want to, but you know. Just in the moment when they're both having like very much gas, you sometimes would like to escape a little. Hello, a beer? Yes, coming up, little blobby fellow. There we go, a beer. And the brain is done. Beer and brain, beer and brain. What do you want, brain? Brain is very good going today. That's for sure. Oops. What did I throw in here? Did anything go in there? No. Okay. Why did I try to serve a raw brain? Well. Weird. Apparently I lost the brain in the process. There we go. You would like a spaghetti and you would like an egg. Okay. No, 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 no. Ugh. Thank you. Stop! I think we got them. Those goblins are for sure pissy annoying. They were trying to steal a mouth. Maybe they wanted to get some head. Something. Get brain. It's done. Good. Where were I? Okay. Let's see. Good. So, 2 boobs and a mouth. 2 boobs and a mouth. Mouth is going in here. There we go. 2 boobs. A meat pie from the fridge. Yeah. we just take the whole trip again. Meat pie from the fridge. Good. And this, and this. Stop this one right now. Turn this one up again. Oops, we burnt the donny. That's what happens when we have too much going on. There we go. Good. That's boobaloobies. There's two we can't fog up. There you go, booby for you. Booby for you. Good. That's the egg right there. Okay, this one needs 2 tomatoes. There we go. Did we have the beer over? No. Okay, beer. There we go. Donut. Did I forget the donut once again? I didn't even turn it on, so we didn't forget it. I thought we just forgot the donut once again. That's the brain. Look at the donut. There we go. This is the beer. There we go. You, egg. You, brain, donut, and fingers. Good. So, that's the mouth. There we go. There we go. Fingers, brain, and egg. Okay. Fingers, brains, and egg. Good. There we go. And the brain in here. And then we have the fingers going on here. And the eggy. That's the eggy. There we go. And that's the fingers going out the door. And the brain is all done. So fingers. Close this one, close this one. Take money, close this one, close this one. And that's the brain. There we go. You. And take this. And take this. Good. Let's take an option at the fridge. We need a meat pie. No. We need a meat pie. And that's all. Okay. So 1 meat pie. That's kinda okay. We can live with that. Making 1 singular meat pie. There we go. There we go. Close this one. Grid little. And we are almost at level 30. Oh well, we just entered level 29. We will get at level 30 eventually. There we go. Turn this one up. Look at what we need. We need 1 more body at least. Let's take 2 to be sure. 1, 2. Do we miss anything else? No. Yeah, beers and beer milk. Beer milk and beer. This one is done. Hurl that out here. Do we need anything over here except for the meat? No. So we have 2 males, 2 black males to grind up today. Start the machine. All the splatterly daddly. There we go. Take some of all this. What do we need to make? Everything except the patties. So there we go. Everything except the patties. Good. And do we still make everything? Yes. There we go. Good. Now we need a brain and a boob. The 2 B's in life. Brain and boobs. If she got both, she's a keeper. And if you don't have both, it's like what you prefer. Do you prefer her to have the brain, or do you prefer her to have the boobs? So it's some kind of a preparation. Well, I think this was it for this time. I hope you had a blast watching along. I had a blast making the video. We will for sure try to get the last recipes in here, so we actually got around everything. I hope you will stay tuned for that. And please like, subscribe, follow. Click the little bell if you want notifications. And we see you around, because Shield Maiden is out of here. Hey!